Good afternoon. Welcome to Trail Talk. I almost said welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay. Hi.
She thought I was randomly talking.
Well, sometimes we've done that.
We
have been known to do that.
Anyway, I almost said welcome back to Trail Talk just because we did Trail Talk yesterday and it's been so hit and miss lately. So
but we have a lot going today.
We have, yeah. So this is our third thing to be doing today. We've had 2 teaching things. Anyway, you know what? We will be talking about teaching and our education program just a little bit, won't we?
Yes.
Today, yeah. We are glad you are with us because we are talking about this huge event that's been planned for about a year now. Been working on it, and
the day's almost here.
It's almost here. 1 week from today is our, I want to be sure I call it the right thing. Cowboy Christmas Gala, however you pronounce that.
Con.
Yes. Tomato. Gala. It is a big deal. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, wow, I should go. I wish you could, but you're just going to have to wait until next time, unless you know someone who has a table and they have an empty space, then you can join us too. But honestly, this is going to be a fantastic evening. We feel like it's really it came together and so much support from the community and even across the state.
Right.
Not really
in Stevens County.
Yes. We just have a lot of support. So without further ado, I'm just going to kind of jump into it. Now, you may have read in the Duncan Banner an article.
Yes.
We've had some articles. We've had some
Facebook posts and social media.
Right. Lots of information floating around out there. So the gala is happening December the 7th. Beginning at 6 p.m. It's the cocktail hour at the Simmons Center, and live music is going to be performed during that cocktail hour by our friend Lauren Lee. Lauren, we met him through one of the events that we host here, our annual Reigning in the Arts event.
He performed then,
and
was amazing.
Oh my goodness, I was mesmerized. I'm like, texting my husband.
I think we all like live.
Get up here right now and listen. He built a 12-string guitar himself.
How he plays it, I have no idea.
It is a wonder to see, but listening to the music he plays, and he has fun. I followed him on Facebook after he was here, and he does this fun thing every week, like guess the song kind of thing, and he'll play. Yeah. Plays all genres of music. I mean, he's just
for everybody.
Yeah, he's very talented. Anyway, he's going to be here live performing for us during that cocktail hour, which is just lovely. I'm just so excited that he's going to be here because he plays like anything from playing outside for our Reigning in the Arts, which is a very casual kind of event, all the way to where he is at has to wear a tuxedo because the event is so formal.
Right.
This event is kind of somewhere in between that. It's not like super formal like that, but it is a very nice night. Yeah, you can definitely it's a cowboy Christmas, so that kind of leaves you a little leeway. Right. But anyway, his music is going to be fantastic. Excuse me. So why are we having this?
Yeah.
Why have we committed all this time and hard work and rallied the troops? Yeah, so many people donating and just really being so supportive. Well, we are ready to grow and just continue to undergird the education program here.
That was a word.
At the Heritage Center. Yeah. I've
never heard you say that.
Yeah.
Before.
Well, I feel like it's not just to expand it. What we do now needs continued support.
To continue.
Yeah, right. And what we do is we present an
educational program.
But it meets standards set by the state boards of education
every year
for Oklahoma and Texas. It is the educators here at the Heritage Center are Great Expectations certified. We are considered a Great Expectations classroom, which means we meet their standards as far as how we conduct our lessons, our teaching methodology,
communicate with them,
communicating with the students. I mean, there's a whole,
and we have been for what, 15 years now?
Yeah. Number one, it is quality, it is researched, and it is
very structured
and always done with our best foot forward. Because we're not just opening the doors,
letting them loose.
Yeah, for a free-for-all kind of day. There are other museums that are much more set up for that kind of a day. But that's not the kind of day that we have here at the Heritage Center. We have served, this was through the end of 2022, we have served over 110,000 children since 2004, when our education program really kicked off. And I'll just tell y'all, I came as a parent in those days with my kids who were in elementary school and who were coming here on their field trips. And it was at that point that I had this little dream in my heart that I thought I would love to be a character, to portray a character as part of their education program at the Heritage Center. And then fast forward to 2014, and I get a phone call from Leah Mulkey, who is our director, and offered me a job here. And so I've been working here since January of 2015.
Never the same day twice.
It's never the same day twice. That's exactly right. And I love it. I tell people all the time, it's the best place in the world to work. I really do love working here and all the people who I work with. So we have been serving North Texas and Southwest Oklahoma mainly for a number of years. And then COVID, the pandemic hit, and for that whole next school year, sometimes 2 school years after, field trips were not allowed.
They were cut.
And or at least even
minimized to 1 a year, or maybe one, they were very drastically cut.
Right. And so during the pandemic was when Trail Talk, what you're watching today, was
we went stream.
Yeah, live stream. We were anyway, it was a little crazy there at first. You guys know all those horror stories. We can share some. Anyway, but that whole premise for Trail Talk, we were able to put into our education program. And so now we have virtual field trips.
We were able to go to them virtually.
We had one
come to us
today.
We have one about once a week.
We do. We really do. There are schools who
book with us.
There's no way they could come to Duncan and get back to their school in a school day. They are too far away,
or their time period's too short.
Right. Yeah. One of the teachers, she teaches like it's a pull-out kind of class. And so she doesn't have the same students all the time. And we do at least four each session with her. And I mean, it's opened the doors of opportunity.
We've done some in Kansas.
Yes, we've done Wisconsin, taught a high school class in Wisconsin. It's just really become a standard part of our education program. It's not like it's a special thing we offer anymore. It's a standard part. And of course, they don't get to experience the museum, but the education part of our education program, they have the lesson and they get to do an art project.
We mail that out to them.
Yeah. And so it's just a great way for the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center to continue to perpetuate teaching history and art to students
in today's age too.
And right, and that's I mean that's who we are now. Here almost 2024, 20 years later, 20 years after the education program started, we are still going strong. That's a monumental thing, I think.
We have at least one every day.
Yeah, yes. So it's a anyway, we're thrilled to be educators. Mary and I are, and so I've kind of worn that old horse out, haven't I? So we like to get feedback from teachers, principals, and
we had some just today firsthand. Teachers that were here today saying you guys do just a great job. We love coming here every year.
And we, because of a grant that we receive, we are able to offer Title I schools a free field trip. That means the teachers, the bus drivers, and the children all come for free. And there's also a stipend for to pay for the fuel for them to travel, mileage. Yeah. And because of that, so our statistics say 40% or more of a school schools population identify as below the poverty level. That is what makes a school a Title I school. 95% of the schools we serve are Title I schools. So we are meeting a demographic. We are meeting a need in a demographic, and that's what some of the feedback from teachers, a lot of the feedback from teachers.
They wouldn't be able to come otherwise.
The students would not be exposed to art or to hands-on history lessons or to just an experience out of town. I mean,
it's a field trip. Some kids have never taken field trips.
They don't even get to get on a bus and travel out of town. And because of the grant that we received and our program, we are able to make that a day worth missing in the classroom for the teachers and the students.
And getting educated.
Yes. But they're having fun.
Yeah, they have
while they're doing it.
They don't remember that they're learning.
Yes, and
they don't know that they're learning.
We're having fun, but we are meeting all of the standards that the state is requiring, so the teachers don't feel like they have lost valuable time with their kids. And maybe we cover something that they just would never have time to go on a deep dive to learn or to teach, but we are able to do that. Yeah. And so it's just what a great opportunity we have here. We also offer programs to homeschools. We have different like daycare facilities in the summertime, or like camps. Yeah, they come here for field trips. So our education program is year-round. It's a little bit different in the summer, but it kind of has to be because of the wide range of ages that we usually see in a camp or a daycare situation.
They usually don't have as much time either.
Right. Yeah, that's true. But just if you don't know these things about us, this is who we are. And this is what we do. And we're just so pleased to be able to do this, to be able to touch young lives.
How many hugs we get a day?
Oh, yeah. kids, they just have a really great time here. And I mean, I tell people all the time, it's like you're working at Disneyland, you know? I mean, the kids are so excited and they're having fun, and I get to dress up. No one else dresses up, but you know, like
I tried
at Disneyland.
Yeah. The wig didn't work.
The wig just didn't work. So our board, we're a 501c3, and so we are I don't know the right word to say. Yeah, we're a nonprofit organization. So we have a board of directors who makes decisions for the Heritage Center. Mm-hmm. And they felt like expanding an education expansion would allow us to not only serve more students, but incorporate more diverse and hands-on learning opportunities for students. I mean, we've just talked about schools. We also have other programs that we offer here that are mostly all education based. We have our Cowpokes and Wranglers,
our art program.
That's an art program. Cowpokes are for children 2 to 4 years of age. Wranglers are 5 years and up. And I mean, this last session, we go for 8 weeks at a time. One session begins in September, one in January. It's 45 minutes on a Monday afternoon. And we have the littles, we have an art project and little fun story time and game time thing. It's pretty fast paced. The older kids do a lot more STEM based art projects, and there's a lot of learning involved with
vocabulary
with it. Oh yeah, yes, for sure. So those programs are in addition to our school and homeschool programs. And then we also have, we host a book club called Let's Talk About It. We'll be starting our 4th. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. It's our 4th one. Yeah, the 4th one will be starting in February. And we meet once a month, and it's through the Oklahoma Humanities. And it's such a great, I have read so many amazing books. They get tired of hearing me talk about them when I'm reading them. But our group has grown from 3 faithful attendees,
LCAIs,
right? Yes, to like 12. And I mean, that's just so much growth, and it makes it very fun and exciting. New people are finding out all the time, as you know, word of mouth passes that around. And so that's an adult kind of program that we have here. Yes, it's in the evenings, Monday evenings. Yeah, the second Monday of the month in the evening. But all of the things we're talking about are always being promoted through our social media. And then we what's another thing that we
Free Art Monday?
Yes. Oh, in the summer? Yes, thank you. In the summer, we also have Free Family Art Mondays, and we set up outside under the portico
in the heat.
Or the wind.
That's right.
Or whatever else is happening in June. And we have at least 3 art projects, and anyone of any age
all free
can come and do those little projects for free. It's such a fun time. We have like cousins who come together, and neighbors who come together, and grandparents who bring their grandkids, and just it is a super fun time. And it's from 2 to 4 in the afternoon on Mondays.
Come and go
in the summer. Yeah, all for free. That's is it still sponsored by Edward Jones? Edward Jones, the local Edward Jones organizations sponsor that. Lovely of them to do that, because that is a super fun thing that we do. And then we have our Reigning in the Arts event, which is an annual event that we incorporate
all kinds of art.
All kinds of art, from musicians, singers, dancers, visual art, paintings and sculptures and stuff like that.
Jewelry,
woodwork,
leatherwork.
Yes, yeah, jewelry, woodwork, leatherwork.
Furniture last time.
True. We had furniture. I mean, just photography, a plethora of art all here in one place on one day a year, reigning in the arts. We love to partner with the other arts organizations in town and have them participate with us. We are, last year was our first year, but we participate in the Duncan Area Arts Hall of Fame, recognizing people with our Lead Writer Award. And we're just so excited to be a part of that, because the arts community, we get so much benefit from the arts, and people come here to see our Garris Gallery and or to hear performances. National Day of the Cowboy, and then we also do we have the Chuck Wagon event? No, okay. We've had Chuck Wagon events in the past. We've had Cowboy poetry events, just all of those things, which may sound like entertainment, but I see it all as there's an educational aspect to all of it, especially if Wallace Moore is here, because Wallace Moore is going to teach you something about history when he portrays the characters that he portrays.
Grabs your attention.
Man, and like National Day of the Cowboy is sponsored by the Arts Council and National Endowment for the Arts. So we always provide a free art craft.
Oh, yes.
Everyone who comes in.
Right. Yes, exactly. The Oklahoma Arts Council and National Endowment for the Arts help us with a lot of these programs. Oklahoma Arts Council helps us a lot with our Cowpokes and Wranglers programs. So we don't want to like leave anybody out. But the night of the Gala, I want to tell you some of the things that are going to be happening, because after the entertainment cocktail hour, we'll have a sit down served meal, and Wishbone Scratch Kitchen is going to be preparing and serving that meal. There will be silent and live auction items. There will be, I left my little half sheet of paper. There will also be those little kind of games where you pay so much money and you pull like a champagne bottle. And then there's also chocolate, the Bedray chocolate, same thing, you get to pull those. There will be a horseshoe pull. So those are just fun things. You're going to get something every time you pull on those things, right? Those are
the horseshoe itself is like a piece of art. And then there'll be a number on the back, and at the end we'll do a drawing, and the winner will get a chance to pick an item.
Yeah. And we have some big great iems for that.
Such as diamond earrings or a Traeger cooker.
Yes. Yeah. Did you hear that? Diamond earrings or a Traeger cooker.
So male, female?
Right. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I mean, those hard decisions, flip a coin.
There you go.
See which one you take home. Anyway, we have a lot of really unique items available. A lot of artists have donated pieces of art for that. Michael Davison, who's our currently our featured artist here at the Heritage Center, has donated a piece. Super cool item is what did we call it? An afternoon, what is it?
Studio tour.
A studio tour with Mike Larson. The Mike Larson, who he was our featured artist 1 year ago.
Right. We have his in the
yes, we have some a big the Choctaw code talkers that was
things in our gallery.
Right. It was a kind of we'd made a whole exhibit out of that about the code talkers based on his painting. And he has donated a tour of his studio, which is so cool.
Mhm.
And I got to go in that studio, and let me tell you, it is an amazing place to be. There are tons of finished pieces. There are pieces that in progress. When I went the first time, there was the maquette of the Burns Hargis monument that Mike made for Oklahoma State University campus. I mean, he is a renowned artist from Oklahoma, and we are just so blessed that he's just offered to give that tour and spend that time. He and his wife Martha are just precious, and whoever gets that is just going to have such a great time hanging out with them. We have a very special guest. Sit down if you aren't, okay? I mean, like, you all know, if I say Yellowstone, everyone knows I'm not referring, in this day and time, you're not referring to the park, you're referring to the show,
right,
on television. I mean, CBS like has been showing on Sunday nights the whole show, all the, which they probably have to cut some parts out. If you watch the original, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and so there were a couple of, I don't know if you can spin-offs. They were kind of prequels to Yellowstone. One was 1883. Was that right? Was that the name of that one? 1883. And then there was one called 1923. And one of the actors, his name is Caleb Martin. He was what was his character?
Dennis.
He played Dennis on the series 1923. And honestly, I kind of thought that those two series might continue, but for the strikes that happened, you know, I mean, I don't know that for sure, but he was in the series 1923. He's going to be here in Duncan, Oklahoma, performing for us. I mean, he doesn't just act, y'all. He sings too.
Yes, he does.
He's going to be there. And he's going to be there, and he's going to perform. So this is not your average run-of-the-mill Duncan big dinner with auctions, y'all. We went next level, and we have some amazing items that you can bid on. I mean, we have some of the, you know, how the meals that people donate that are always so sought after, you know, things like that. And like I mentioned, pieces of art, but we have this amazing entertainment as well. And it's all for good cause. All for a great cause. And that is perpetuating the American West and its culture, and the knowledge, the understanding of, I love it how Leah said in an article that where she was quoted, she said, history is important, which is why we strive to immerse students in the history of the Chisholm Trail, from the diverse individuals who made the perilous trip with cattle to the quick thinking, bravery, and creativity that helped them succeed. That is just like the best way to describe what we do here. And so I hope that this has somehow either piqued your interest to find out more. The gala is not the only time or the only way you can support the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center. Of course not. We offer memberships year-round, and when you become a member of the Chisholm Trail Heritage Center, you can, at a certain level, also become a member of a group of museums. And so your membership here allows you to have free entry and some other perks at additional museums. Which, I mean, hey, that you don't get that every day. You have an opportunity to support history and the arts right here in our community.
And you can start that membership at any time.
At any time.
At one time in the year.
Yes. So just thank you. Thank you for the support of watching Trail Talk. Thank you for any time or, I mean, volunteers. We love when we have volunteers who come to help. And we could not handle some of our groups, or because of the size of the number of students. Sometimes we have 200 students here at one time
from one school,
and we are still offering a quality day of education.
And we get them through.
Yes. So it's, your time, your money, just come by and see us if you've never been here. I'd love to have you just come and see what we have to offer. It's not the same thing that we teach either. I mean, there's different sessions.
Right. So it's not the same thing year round.
Right. Yes, we have 4 different sessions that we teach during the school year and a 5th session in the summer. So we as educators have to learn a lot. We learn a lot about art. We learn a lot about history ourselves, and then we're able to pass that on. And we would love for you to support us in any way you can, as we look forward into the future of how can we make our education program better, and how can we expand it to more and adapt to the needs, the changing needs of students. So anyway, I know this is not probably quite as riveting as the Christmas bird count trail talk from yesterday. But this is all great information nevertheless. And I am just so excited for this event to finally get here and for us to go have just the best time at the Cowboy Christmas Gala. Somebody will not like that I'm saying it like that, but anyway,
however you choose to say
that. Yeah, we're not going to discriminate based on how you say that word. Anyway, thanks for watching today, guys. We are always glad to have our viewers tune in, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, happy trails.